I mean, we turned the ball over twice. I mean, obviously, I take credit for that. That's my fault. We try to eliminate turnovers, and when you do turn the ball over, you give them opportunities to score, especially when it's on the minus side of the field. So just try to go back, watch a film, see where we can improve on that.
Do you think this defense is better maybe than the numbers indicate, or this team as a whole, as in Vandy, is better, or do you think a lot of it is just self-inflicted?
No, I think every team in the SEC, I mean, you're going to come in, especially on the road. You're going to come in, they're going to give you your best. They played really well, credit to them. They made some plays, and they really could have made some more plays on us. Obviously, a little bit of that was self-inflicted, but we got to go back, watch a film, and see where we can improve.
Carson, what do you attribute a day like today? I know not every day can go perfect, but what do you attribute a day like today to?
I mean, obviously, not every day can be perfect. Like you said, we'll go back, watch film, and see where we can improve.
What do you say about your run game today and just how big Dejan was?
Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously, the run game stepping up there at the end and those 4-minute situations just to try to run the clock out, and then obviously scoring and kind of putting the game away for good. That's huge, and that's huge for our offensive line. And then obviously Dejan with that big run at the end.
What areas do you feel like improvement is needed most during the bye week?
I don't know. I mean, obviously we're going to have to watch the film. We're just fresh off of the game, so obviously I know what happened as far as stats and all that type of stuff, but to watch it is a totally different thing, and to try to articulate that and improve.
What happened on the late?
Helped you guys back in the second half, had to settle for a few goals.
You said what?
What do you feel like helped you guys back in the second half? You guys had to settle for a few goals.
Just execution. I mean, it's as simple as that. Obviously, like I've been saying, we'll go back, see it on film. Maybe I miss a read or we miss something. I don't know what it is exactly right now, but it's just execution.
What you see on the interception?
It got tipped up in the air. It happens in football.
I was going to ask you about the guy that was coming at you. Did you have an open guy behind him? It looked like you tried to layer it over that pass rush on the one where they nearly got the finish.
Wait, which one?
The one where the guy was rushing. It looked like you were trying to throw it over the top, and he tipped it almost to himself.
Oh, I mean, he just made a good play. We just had like a little slip behind him, and then he jumped up, tipped it, tried to throw it around him. I don't know.
How do you try to handle those moments? I mean, you're the quarterback. Everybody's looking at you when things go south. I mean, how did you try to settle the team and handle that?
Obviously, just try to be composed, and then just next play mentality.
I guess you had the hit on the interception, did you?
Yeah,
Did you ever play defense, or was that anger?
Long time ago, maybe a little bit of both.
Yes, so going back, Justin, when you threw off that interception there, that tackle that you made, I mean, was there any, do you ever think, like, I shouldn't make that just because I'm the quarterback?
No.
And what was going through your mind?
No, I mean, I'm told to cover down if I throw a pick, so obviously anything to do to not let them get in the end zone. I mean, pick six is like the worst thing that you can do, or allow as a quarterback, so just try not to let them in the end zone.
What was your reaction to the Brock Bowers just injury? Were you able to talk to him at all? It's a huge loss to have him go out in the second quarter.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, here at Georgia, next man up mentality. We fully expect anybody that's going to come in behind him to step up and make plays.
What did you see? We got the ball on the ground a couple of times. Then Cedric grabbed it, and I don't know if you saw it. He leaped over and got y'all first after, but it was an important play.
Yeah, it was.
He leapt over and got that thing going. Too many balls on the ground, and then also Cedric's.
I mean, obviously turnovers are unacceptable, and then obviously playing with turnovers to where it could have possibly been a turnover. Obviously that was a huge play. It was just a fumbled snap. Miscue. It happens. Try to eliminate as many mistakes as possible, but we'll continue to improve on that and try to make sure that doesn't happen in the future.
Does it feel like you're playing in an SEC stadium with everything that's been going on in the construction and all that stuff?
No, obviously, but I can't use that as an excuse. We go out there. I mean, we could go play in the parking lot if we have to. Doesn't really matter. Put the ball down. Let's play.
How about 281 on the ground for y'all today? I don't know if somebody asked y'all that or not already.
No, not yet.
I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's a huge credit to our offensive line, and then obviously our running backs running the ball hard, especially there at the end of the game in that 4-minute situation, trying to run the clock out, really sealed the deal for us.
What do you say about Tyke's performance as well? Because there was one drive where he had 4 tackles, a sack. I mean, what can you say about his performance?
Yeah, I mean, obviously all year he's been a huge player, and then obviously dating back to fall camp, playing against them all the time. I mean, he's constantly showing up, making plays against our offense, so it's great to see him out there and making plays.
Carson, you talk about at the end the long drive, all runs, Dejan getting in the end zone after the long run. But just what did that drive mean to you guys as an offense?
Yeah, I mean, that was huge for us. Our offensive line was pushing off the ball, getting good hole separations for the running back. Then obviously Dejan hitting and making a guy miss on the second level. That's huge for us, and then obviously sealed the deal.
Do you you feel like this bye week is coming at the right time for you guys with the injuries that you guys are kind of dealing with right now?
Can you say that
Do you
again?
feel like the bye week is coming at the right time with all the injuries you guys are kind of battling with? right now?
Yeah, I mean, sure, obviously. It's probably needed with some guys out. Have the time to recoup, obviously, throughout this week, and then come back, and then we have Florida.
Have you talked to Brock? Do you know how he's doing?
No, I haven't talked to him.
What do you make of how you guys kind of responded to losing a guy like him out there today?
I mean, obviously, at Georgia, we're fully expecting for the next guy to step up and make plays. Obviously, it does hurt to not have him out there, but we're fully expecting for the next guy to make
What
plays.
did you see after Xavier went out? It seemed like you guys went one to the left. Is that kind of a way of trying to help out Monroe, you think? Or?
No, I mean, I think it was just game plan thing, and then obviously based off what the defense looks, the defense is giving us, we're calling certain run plays.
What could you kind of tell from how he was trying to hang in there on the right side, Monroe?
I thought he played well. I mean, obviously we have to go watch the film, but from my perspective, he did a good job.
Carson, we got to see you touch it a little bit more. Is that something you were trying to be mindful of? I know Coach Smart's mentioned that a little bit.
No, I mean, it happens. They cover it all up. Obviously, I'm not going to just try to sit back there and just get sacked. I'm going to try to go get some yards. Obviously, sometimes you try to do too much. So there's a good balance between throwing it away and then trying to make a play.
You downplayed your running skills earlier in the week, but did you surprise yourself? It looked like you outran a couple guys.
No, I mean, I know that, I know my abilities. I know what I'm capable of. Don't try to do it too much. Obviously, I want to sit in and, deliver balls, get the balls to our playmakers. But if I have to make a play, I will.
It certainly felt like a home game for you guys today. How unique was that to be on the road and have basically the whole entire place?
Yeah, that's awesome. That's totally cool. It was a sea of red in the stands. Our fans are awesome, and especially on the road to look up and see that.
Carson, I don't know if we're going to talk to you before Jacksonville. Sometimes we get you during the week, sometimes not. What does it mean to be the starting quarterback for Georgia going to Jacksonville?
I mean, obviously super cool. Growing up there my whole entire life. The last time I played in that stadium, I was 11 years old for the city championship. So to go back in there, obviously play in my hometown at the home, Florida Georgia, huge rivalry. It's big time.
Y'all were 11 of 16 on third down today. How big a deal was that for y'all? Why did y'all have success like that?
I mean, we always pride third down and red zone. I know we didn't do as well in the red zone today, but third downs is a huge part of the game. We practice a lot at it, and that's what I would credit our success to.
What happened on your pick six?
The ball got tipped up in the air. I was trying to throw it outside, got tipped up, and then he made the pick. So.